The interest started to add up. The debt began to crush. Blacks ran back into slavery, and the debt was felt to rush. Now blacks are working like slaves again just to make the payments. But now, instead of being slaves, blacks are white indentured servants. Then white liberals came to rescue blacks with welfare stamps and houses. Now they say blacks fight like savages, so white policemen come around them. Blacks try to find some different names for what they face today. But every time blacks look around, things look the same old way. The ports are now the auction blocks. Slave ships are jails and prisons. Police are still slave hunters. Blacks can fight it, but it takes black wisdom. Public schools are now slave castles, yet blacks send black children there. Blacks now entrust their enemies with black children's health and care. Blacks don't fight for blacks no more the way God told us to. Blacks sold their souls to demons. Now the devil wants us to. All right? You want to know what happened to black children? That's what happened to black children. Black folks lost their ever-loving mind and handed black children over to people that were killing them for centuries. And so now they're wondering, why are black folks, black children, acting like the white folks that used to beat down and stunt down a black man just for walking down the street? Why are black males and black females calling each other the N-word like white folks used to do? Why are black males treating black women like concubines, like white men used to do? Why are black females disrespecting black males like white women used to do and white men used to do? And why are black people selling black children up the creek and selling them to white folks like white folks used to sell black children? She got so many questions. And let's see if we can get in some answers. All right. When I first came to this planet Earth, it was a black world. I began my existence on another galaxy as a black baby girl. It's amazing to me what some blacks have been made to believe, that blacks started on this planet Earth as some people named Adam and Eve. And though ancient blacks left black evidence that this wasn't true, that whites gave them this made-up story so that whites could rule. The whites were sent to this planet Earth long after blacks, and whites immediately started spreading their creator's demon acts. At first, it appears that blacks did resist. Then whites' deceptions became stronger, and some blacks did enlist. By the time those blacks realized they had been led astray from their black spirituality and their black universal way, the whites had used these blacks to infiltrate blacks' way of life. Then whites killed up the black men, and whites raped his wife. Then whites captured the black children, and slavery did ensue. There was no limit to the evil that whites would not do. Black ancient ones had warned blacks that they should stay away from white evil that was coming and would be there one day. But several of the blacks failed to understand the white evil that was coming to consume the black man. Soon, one by one, all black generations failed. In the land of Tanzania, evil did prevail. Blacks used to ask all the time, how did good begin? Now blacks ask much more often, where does evil end? If blacks knew blacks came from other planets that evil overtook, how did whites conquer so many blacks with a made-up book? How did so many black people fall for white people's tricks? And those that didn't fall were just killed or died old and sick. If whites infect all black people when they integrate, then to restore blacks should know that they must separate. But too many of black people are already lost. Must they die off before all blacks are made to pay the cost? If whites conquered the original blacks on each of the continents, and black children are now infected and have no defense, and whites strip the planet each day and destroy the place, and play God with the animals and play God with nature's way, and drill holes in the earth so it now collapse, and spread disease among black people and religious craft. It is possible for today's blacks to even make it right, to separate themselves from the evil of whites? Are their minds too far gone for them to see it clear? Can they stand and fight the evil that white men bring them here? Since whites burned up the books that black ancient elders wrote, and whites rewrote black history and put in religious quotes, it would take separation to repair all of it, it all. Those blacks who choose to stay with whites would see black children fall. For each and every evil trick that the whites will bring, and in the end, those blacks that separate, if they're smart, will not stray again. All right? So, whites use black folks to make black folks seem inferior and whites seem superior. And you have to ask yourself, what would make a black person think whites are so great and then have the nerve to talk about how bad blacks are, like they're two separate situations? All right, let's get to these four. Now, these four tend to shake black folks up quite a bit. And so since I'm already in the shaking up mood, I may as well go ahead and get it started and keep it going. What kind of mixed up species? What kind of mixed up species will begin to reject her own? What kind of mixed up species would give up and go wrong? What would make someone like this give up on black men, have her children with her enemy, and cause her race one day to end? First, the bloodline of her mother, sleep with the white man and forget. Change the melanin of her children to think they're better than the rest. Promote the progress of her enemy and promote the downfall of her own. Now white men no longer have to rape her. Now she gladly lets them take her home. How could she sell her family's legacy to go and live beside the whites in fantasy of false belief with those who took her people's lives? What could they have done to her to make her bend and fold? What did the devil promise her to make her sell her soul? The Creator said, don't worry, though my enemy seems large. My enemy uses trickery, but I am still in charge. Though some black women sold their souls to him, and now the spirit's right, I've sent 1,000 angels here to get black women back. That is what kind of mixed-up species of black women. Now, y'all know what's coming. So let's see. What kind of mixed-up species offspring? Oh, yeah. Those are the children, and that he's talking about killing up each other. What kind of mixed-up species would be proud of being dumb? What kind of mixed-up species would walk around the streets like bombs? What would make black children think that white people are their friends, that white people actually care for them when whites rape them with a gun? When whites broke the spirit of black ancestors, put millions of black men all in jail, used black women still as concubines, set up black children to fail. Black children promote the progress of the white economy and promote the downfall of their own until the black dollar has no value now and black neighborhoods are stripped down to the bone. How can black children not know their history and now act like shambles in front of whites, believing in fantasies and false beliefs from those who took their people's lives? What could whites have done to them to make them bend and fold? What did the devil promise them to make them sell their souls? The Creator said, don't worry, though my enemy seems large. My enemy uses trickery, but I am still in charge. Though some black children sold their souls to him, and now their spirit life. I sent 1,000 angels here to get black children back. So see, we think, I know he would like for us to, all just be nice and be peaceful and, just let whatever's going to happen, happen. And on the other side of his mouth, he wants to fix the things that are going on with black children. Well, that means we got to deal with some ugliness. Let's see. This one is called, what kind of mixed up species of black men? Whoa. All right. What kind of mixed up species would prey upon his own? What kind of mixed up species would bring chaos to his home? What would make someone like this give up his own land, give his people to his enemy, and sell out his brother man? Break the heart of his own mother, keep his woman with no regret, break the spirit of his children in ways they never can forget, promote the progress of his enemy and promote the downfall of his own, until he snatched from his community, leaving his children all alone. How could he sell his family's property to go and live beside the whites, in fantasy and false belief with those who took his people's lives? What could they have done to him to make him bend his fold? What did the devil promise him to make him sell his soul? The Creator said, don't worry, though my enemy seems large. My enemy uses trickery, but I am still in charge. Though some black men have sold their souls to him, and now their spirits lack, I sent 1,000 angels to get black men back. All right. Y'all know y'all know what's coming next. I know y'all do. Come on now. Y'all gotta know if I done talked about black women, I done talked about black children, I done talked about black men. You know the people that I believe is making black children being used more than anybody to make black children confused and infected in the brain. And that would be my black entertainers. And that includes many of my black radio talk show hosts that have become so entrenched in trying to be the next Oprah or the next Tavis Smiley that they are actually being used by whites to promote white superiority and white supremacy. All right. What kind of mixed up species black entertainers? What kind of mixed up species would turn away from their own? What kind of mixed up species would show the disrespect they've shown? What would make people like this give whites the upper hand, turn black children to their enemies and sell out to gay white men? Break the spirit of their people, leave black men straight into jail, show black women as white men's concubines, only good for shaking tail. Promote the progress of their enemies and promote the downfall of their own until they become some used up has-beens walking this world drunk, drugged, and stoned. How could they sell their rich black heritage to become buffoons to amuse the whites, pushing fantasy and false belief with those who took their people's lives? What could whites have done to them to make them bend and fold? What did the devil promise them to make them sell their souls? The Creator said, don't worry, though my enemy seems large. My enemy uses trickery, but I am still in charge. Those some black entertainers sold their souls to him, and now their spirits life. I sent 1,000 angels here to get black entertainers back. All right. Y'all know it. I got 16 minutes, so I'm going to have to hit him a little bit more because he didn't understand. He didn't understand how we got this way. If he thought blacks would just woke up one day and suddenly children started killing children. But, if he really want to ask some questions, he shouldn't be asking, what are the solutions? He should be asking, where did it start? What was going on at the time that black children started being so disrespectful of black life? Where did it start? Who was funding all of this? So there's some funders behind this. There's funders behind the gun trafficking. There's funding behind the drug trade. There's